Welcome back to the Full Court Press podcast. I'm your host Brian Joyner, joined by Ben. How you doing, Ben?
Doing good, man.
Good, good. We got a good show for today. We're gonna do a little, early season award favorites. Kind of break those down the first segment, and then we'll go into ballers and fallers. But to start, I have a funny thing happened earlier this week. So, have you seen the Steph Curry commercial, the new one,
Mm,
at
I don't,
all?
I don't think so. No, which one?
So he's got this new commercial where he's talking about loyalty and how
Okay.
loyal he is to his team and his family and all this stuff, and it's all great. He's a loyal guy. And then immediately after that goes out, he then announces that he's leaving Under Armour to do his own thing,
No.
or become a shoe free agent or whatever you want to call it. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what an odd time to put a commercial like that out and then leave your 14-year commitment to a shoe brand that is basically solely
Yeah.
based around you.
Yeah.
And I just found that to be a little bit
So
a little
do
bit
they
funny.
are they still playing that commercial now? Since he
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I've
okay.
I've seen it this week, like going around.
Jeez. Yeah, that's
So
that's really poor timing. No, I didn't see that, but that is funny. I did see about him leaving Under Armour, obviously, but I guess he's gonna
yeah,
do his own Curry brand is what it's called.
yeah, but then I saw something that said like he's just a shoe free agent, so I don't know if he's doing his own thing or if he's trying to jump ship to another brand or I don't
Yeah.
know, but I feel like you were the face of that whole company
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
for 14 years. Like what? I don't know. Then people made a good point that like even though he's been the face of that company, he's never been able to like be above Jordan or above Nike or I don't even know
Yeah.
if he's above Adidas. So like
Yeah, no, probably not.
and New Balance is starting to really catch up to him. I love New Balances. This is what I wear when I play now.
Yeah.
But I'm an old man, so I gotta protect my feet.
Yeah, you gotta have that support. I mean, Curry clearly has not had the ankle support he needs from Under Armour. So
Lately, I guess.
no,
Yeah, he's got to wear those titanium ankle braces.
the old prison 2.0s,
Yeah, exactly.
the house arrest 17s.
But no, I just thought that was a funny
Yeah,
thing to start the show with. I couldn't understand what marketing wise why you would do
yeah.
that.
No, that is funny. I didn't notice that. I,
Nonetheless, we'll jump into these early award favorites. I guess we'll start off with the big one, the MVP award.
man,
Anybody, I think the top five right now are Jokic, Shea, Luka, Giannis, Maxey. Is there anybody that kind of sticks out to you there?
well, I mean, at least compared to our fantasy draft board, the only switch from that top five is Wimby getting replaced with Maxi, which not necessarily surprising. I mean, we were both pretty high on Maxi as a player to start the year, so and he's clearly been just absolutely killing it. So not none of those are really surprises to me. Obviously, I think Wemby will climb back up there in the odds probably when he's back healthy and hopefully in 3 weeks and doesn't turn into anything worse. But
Yeah.
I mean, I can't argue with Jokic and Shea right now. I think are clearly a step ahead of the other three on that list, which is impressive considering how Luka and
Yeah.
Maxi are playing, and even Giannis too before he got hurt was. I mean, just all of them are just playing incredible. So I feel like the list is pretty jam packed with talent. But I mean, Jokic is just blowing them all away somehow. Still, it's
Well, he
crazy.
had like 30 or something in the first half a couple games ago, and it's like against I forget who it was, but some not a terrible team. But
Yeah,
like he's unstoppable. I mean, the guy just is so efficient and just every move he makes is purposeful, and it's impressive to watch.
it is, and he hasn't even been scoring as much as he's needed to. I think that's part of the reason why he's even more impressive to me this year is that he's there's almost this gear that he hasn't even tapped into. But for a couple games, we saw that where it's like, all right, I'm just gonna score today, and he just turns it on and drops 55, and you're like, oh yeah, just another
And
day.
these teams, it's the only way you can guard him. You either say, okay, Jokic, we're gonna guard you one on one, and you're gonna score 60 and or
Hmm.
whatever, and then we'll just limit everybody else, or you say, all right, we're gonna try to stop you at all costs, and then you just get 15, 20 assists, and then
Yeah,
that's what. But the problem is either way, the points are there. His
yeah,
his like his points per game are always going to be the same combined because he's just going to get more assists than he is points. And it's just,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I would probably choose letting him assist more just because, he's not going to drop 55 on you, and then hopefully his teammates miss their shots.
He's going to get, he's going to score 30. If you let him score, he's going to score 30 and he's
Yeah.
still going to get 10 assists.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean,
And
it's
so it's
really
like,
just,
I don't know.
it's
It's a
you're in
double
a
edged
bad
sword.
spot.
I
So, I mean, to me at least, he's probably the front runner right now. Shea's also, like I said, probably them two at the top, which, I mean, Shea just looks effortless in what he's
don't.
doing. It's not like he's
Mhm.
trying to score 50 a game. It's just he's out there and doing his thing.
And we originally thought that maybe he would take a step back because we thought Jalen Williams and Chet would take a step forward, and Chet's been playing well. Don't get me wrong, but like Jalen Williams obviously hasn't played this year yet,
Hmm.
so that's kind of where I think Shea is like, okay, well then I guess
Hmm.
I'll do more because I have to, and he's the best player on the team, so that makes sense. But like, yeah, I don't see him winning the MVP again. I just think that the way Jokic is playing and even the way Luka's playing right now on a Lakers team who's, I mean, they didn't have LeBron until yesterday, and still 10 and what are they 11-4 now?
Yeah, I mean, Reeves
Man,
did a chunk of that, but still, yeah.
I
Now with Luca's back, I mean, he's easily 35 and 10 with 5 rebounds. So yeah,
well, it's
it's
crazy.
it's it's a lot to go around right now with what they're doing. But I think Shea will stay up there all year. It just depends on if he maintains that once Jalen's back and how Jokic maintains that torrid pace or not.
I mean, as long as the Oklahoma City Thunder are on track to win like 82 games this year,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like
I think have they lost yet? They lost once.
yeah,
Yeah,
they lost, yeah.
so
But
80,
I'm just
81.
81. Yeah, so as long as they're on pace to do that, then your best player will always be in the MVP race. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they're going to have the best record in the league, and so he'll be there. It's just whether or not the can Jokic's record with his team and numbers be better than Shea's, which I
Yeah.
think they will be.
Probably
As
at
long as
the end of the day.
Murray and Gordon keep playing the way that they're playing, then no doubt they'll be there
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
for sure.
Yeah, and the Nuggets haven't been as impressive as the Thunder as a collective, but they're still good enough to propel Jokic to that. So
For sure. And then I mean Giannis is Giannis. I think Giannis is on this list because his individual play obviously is awesome, but his team is not
yeah,
as good. So any win that they get is basically propelled by him.
yeah,
So so he's on this because of that. And then Maxi's been very impressive this year, and I think that he'll end up if Wemby comes back healthy and plays an extended amount of time.
hmm
Um, I think Wemby will probably surpass him. Just if not because of the stats, just because the league wants him to be in the conversation. So that's kind of where I think he'll get the media push.
hmm Yeah, and we'll see how the Sixers continue. And as the season goes on, it could become a little bit more messy than it is already. But he's going to be in the top 10.
Exactly. So moving on to the next one, we'll go Rookie of the Year. Right now it's Flag, Knipple, Edgecombe, Harper, and then Bailey, which kind of is the top five picks. So
Yeah, essentially.
yeah,
That was
it
kind of what I
is.
was worried about going into this year, especially drafting, in like a dynasty league or something where, I mean, it kind of takes some of the fun out of it just because you're like, I mean, it's just going to be chalk with how they're drafted. But I obviously I do think Cooper has been the best of them so far. What he's been asked to do is a lot more
Finally,
than the other people. Yeah,
yeah.
finally, it's taken him a minute, but we kind of
Well,
expected that.
it's not on him though. This is my thing: is that everybody's for the first month or whatever, maybe a little less, was bashing him for like, oh, he's not as playing as well, and whatever, and it's just because of the system that he was in, where they said, okay, we're gonna make you the point guard because we don't have any other options, and
Hmm.
so he's just not. I mean, he could be, and I think that down the line, 2, 3, 4 years from now, he could
Hmm.
be a primary handler and initiator of the offense. But he's 18 years old. He's the youngest player in the league. So like, it's not in his cards. You need to get him in his spots, and then he scores. And now they're doing that, and he's averaging more than like he's 16 and 7 and like 4 assists or something like that. So like, he's going
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
His,
It was always a matter of when, not if, with him. and we kind of knew that going in. But I think he's just being utilized a lot more of the ways that he probably should be, at least to start off his career, and he'll continue developing.
And his shooting's been bad. His 3-point
Yeah,
shooting has been really bad. I mean, in the 20s right now. So I
yeah,
think if he can get to 30, mid 30s, then
hmm
he'll be even better. So like
yeah. At that point,
it's
it'll
just
be
a
pretty much locked in. I think for the unless one of these other rookies really shows off. I mean, Knippel's been pretty impressive. I think he's jumped probably to number 2 on my list as far as rookie of the year. Just his shooting is good. The 40% from 3 plus, that's
yeah.
always going to be valuable. And I think scoring wise too, he's being asked to take on some of that weight with LaMelo being out for a couple games here and there, and they just
I
don't
think that
have anyone else.
I think LaMelo is a tough point guard to play with, but once he trusts you like fully, and I think Knippel's finally gotten that trust after the first month or so of the season. So I think finally he's just like he's getting him the ball in spots, and Knippel's making it count because we know he's a good shooter. So
Yeah.
like, I think that's just the way it's going to go, and I think that it'll be interesting if the Hornets move on from Ball. Not that
hmm
I think that's a whole nother conversation because I don't know where he goes, but if they do decide to move, I wonder how that affects Knippel.
But yeah, I mean, you think he probably needs that sort of point guard to
Yeah,
maintain that relevancy. I mean, nobody knew Kyle Korver until people started passing him the ball, right? Because
right.
that's kind of how I see it with him. Which good player, knows where to be and knows how to knock it down. But I think that's why his value has been so high so far, is that he's kind of carried a lot of that offensive load. Well, somebody else that's not on that list of top 5, I'd probably put in there, not necessarily at number 3, but I think Kalkbrenner on his team as well has been one of
He's
the
just
better rookies.
he's a specialist, and his defensive his blocks and stuff has been insane. It's been great for a rookie. I think he's averaging plus above 2 blocks a game. So I mean, if you can keep that up, then that's great. But I don't know. I mean, the way Bailey's been playing lately, I think this list is right. It's just it comes down to whether Flag. It's going to be Flag, Knippel, and Edgecombe. I think those are the three because the way
Yeah.
as many minutes as Edgecombe is getting, the trust he has in that team and the way they play, I think it just you know grants itself to have like good numbers for him in
hmm
particular.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen some drop in VJ's stats as
Yeah,
people are returning. So that's kind of how I didn't think he would have such a hot start that he did, because I figured some people would be back from injury and he wouldn't be asked to do that much to start, while still being probably a top 3 contributor, at least fantasy wise, of all the rookies. But he kind of hit the ground running, and since then is slowly tapered back. But he'll still finish easily top 5, if not top 3 probably.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm interested to see also with if Dallas makes any moves with Davis or you know Thompson or anybody else
hmm
on the roster. What eventually they're going to give it all to Cooper and
Yeah,
say like you're the franchise guy. So we'll see how that goes
yeah,
as far as his numbers going up and down. If they do that, I can see his numbers getting up to 20 points a game.
hmm
Um, if they don't, then I think they hover around this, if not worse. I mean, if they really
yeah.
just go like, oh, Davis is back, we're going to give him the ball, and Kai comes back, and they're saying somebody said that Kai could play today. I was like, are you kidding me?
He could with half a knee, but
Yeah, yeah. So when Kai comes back in January, February, whatever time he
yeah,
comes back, then I think his numbers will go down even more when Kai gets back. So like, it just depends on how that franchise moves.
yeah, for sure.
But
I think obviously Harper's on the odds list for that, but until he gets back, I don't think he's going to really
no,
make any
I,
headway on that. And even when
I
he does, I think he's
yeah.
kind of locked out to where I just don't see what he's going to bring to the table, and at least to finish in the top 5 in voting.
I mean, touches are going to go to Fox and Wimby, and unless Wimby gets hurt for a long time, then
Yeah,
maybe Harper becomes your second option. But
yeah, but with Castle there's too, even
yeah,
though he's banged up right now, I still don't see them supplanting him with Harper yet. So I think at least for me it'd probably be Flag, and then either Knippel and Edgecombe, and then probably Kalkbrenner, uh, and then probably Cedric Coward after that. Honestly, I mean,
I'm surprised he's not on this list.
yeah,
I'm surprised he's not above Bailey. I mean, Bailey's been playing great lately, but he started off not good. So like,
yeah, yeah,
I'm and Coward started off so hot.
hmm
Um, but I think he's the same way as Edgecombe, where like nobody really knew what they were going to bring to the table, and his
Hmm.
shooting has been really good, or started out the year really good.
Yeah,
So nobody really thought that from his college days. So
yeah.
I
He'll
think
have
that
more opportunity too with Ja being
yeah.
out for a bit, and that'll probably boost him up a little bit.
And if they trade Ja, I mean, this is so hard because like these teams with these rookies that are playing really well all are just kind of in flux. So you never
Right.
know what moves are going to be made that boost or take away, or you just never know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So do you think Flag will win it at the end of the year?
I don't see how he doesn't unless he gets hurt. Really, realistically, his values he has so much more opportunity than anybody else that he's being asked to do things that nobody else on that list is. So I think realistically, yeah, it's his unless he loses it himself. I don't think anybody's really going to take it from him.
No, I agree. Going on to Defensive Player of the Year, we have Chet, Wimby, Mobley, Dyson, and Amin Thompson.
No Rudy Gobert, let's
No,
go.
Rudy, yes, for the first time in
Get
who
that
knows
garbage
how
out of
long.
here.
I can't believe like four-time defensive player.
Man,
He might go.
jeez.
He might be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
what a shame.
It's crazy.
Now, my dad loves to say like anybody gets into the basketball Hall of Fame because it's not the NBA Hall of Fame. It's just the basketball Hall
Basketball.
of Fame. So
Yeah.
like they'll just put trash in there just cause.
Yeah, Paul Pierce, right?
Yeah, yeah. Um, so anyway, so Chet being number one, do you think that sticks, or do you think anybody surpasses him?
I don't think it'll stick. He'll probably finish top five. I mean, I think part of it will be he may not be asked to play as much as some of the other guys. I mean, he's playing fine right now. No problems. Obviously, he's on the list for a reason. But I just see, obviously, if Wimby I think is healthy, he should probably win if he's
Yeah,
healthy. Which
yeah.
TBD on that. But I don't see how Chet's going to outblock him. And Wimby's been getting some steals this year too, and just such a lockdown defender that I don't know. I don't see anybody taking it from Wimby necessarily, but his health really kind of throws a wrench in everything. So
Yeah, I mean Wimby's it's just nuts. I mean, almost 4 blocks a game and a steal.
yeah,
It's just
it's ridiculous. That's
it's not even that. It's like yeah, he gets the numbers, but teams just will not even test him, and
yeah,
you shouldn't. I mean, he's
yeah.
that
No,
good.
clearly,
You should not test him, but they're really if he's in the paint, nobody's even trying.
yeah. Which I
So
think that's what makes it almost even more impressive to me is like obviously when Gobert was winning it as many times as he did, part of the thing was like yeah, people weren't going to the paint to test him as much, but he was still getting his stats, and that's what's happening with Wimby. But even more so than what Gobert was getting is that they're not really testing him because they're afraid, and yet he's still getting 4 blocks a game. Like
right.
that's he's just that dominant on that side of the ball that obviously it's a little bit slower and not as mobile as you want him to be as like an on-ball defender, but people are changing their game plans to avoid having to deal with that as much as they can, and still
Well,
he's rising.
that's what always bothered me about Gobert winning all the defensive players that he won. I mean, his numbers were there and it's good, and like he protects the paint, but people would still attack him even as defensive player of the year. Like the
Mm.
years he won, they would still bring him out to the perimeter and they would attack him.
Yeah,
Where Wimby, you can't. The way he moves and his length and stuff. Even if you bring him out to the perimeter, which they do, he
yeah,
still is there. I mean, he's always there. So like, I always valued players that could like last year when Mobley won. I was like, let's go because like he does inside outside everything.
yeah.
So
Well,
I was pumped about that.
I think Mobley was my preseason pick before for the defensive player of the year, just because I feel like he needed to continue to make that step for Cleveland to make the next jump. And
For sure.
I mean, he has clearly he's number 3 on the list, so he's not gone anywhere. But I think he'll probably end up jumping Chet just due to the nature of playing more games, and Cleveland will probably need him to do that. But
Right.
really, just depends if Wimby's healthy or not.
No, it definitely does. But so moving on, kind of down the list here, Dyson and Amen. Do you Dyson Daniels, I should say. Do you think they have any chance?
Maybe Amen. I think Dyson. It's
Dyson's
tough.
got 2.3 steals, had 3 steals a game last year.
Yeah,
I just don't.
yeah,
I mean, you have those numbers. You have to average a block probably a
right.
game, and then you have to have 3 to 4 steals to jump what Wimby and these big men are doing.
Yeah, at least 3 steals probably, which he could certainly do that. But I feel like some of it, we were kind of wowed by it last year, and some of it's the fatigue of, oh, he did it again, but he didn't improve. It's like, well, it's kind of hard to improve on 3 steals a game,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
historically at least. So, but I think you're right in that you're going to have to do something pretty spectacular to unseat some
Yeah,
of those top guys. And I mean, unless you're like kind of Bruce Bowen level on ball defender,
yeah.
and
Nobody
you're
can
getting
be
those
anymore.
stats, no, I mean, yeah, you can't even get in their face at all. So I just don't
That
see it.
that iconic photo of like them basically like sorry Bowen
Yeah,
like
Bones.
basically up underneath the guy. That's like you would never do that anymore.
I mean, you
You would
can't.
call a foul immediately.
Yeah, or you get the KD swing through and the easy
Yeah,
foul. Like that, they've done away with it. So
yeah, that's nuts. No, but I'm in. I like his defense as far as like he shuts down guys that he's playing against. I mean, anybody that he's guarding the best guy and he's shutting them down. His numbers are just not going to be there. He's averaging half a block and a steal a game. You're just not going to be numbers wise enough to win any Defensive Player of the Year awards. I don't think.
yeah, I agree. I do think that they do a decent job with this award of kind of rewarding still good on ball defenders. Not every year is it going to be just statistically based. Obviously, that's a big factor, but I like that they kind of value. When who's the guard that won? Was it Marcus
Marcus
Smart?
Smart won
Yeah,
recently.
and
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, he's not getting 2 blocks a game, but he's getting
yeah,
2 steals, and he's like, nobody's scoring on this dude. So I like that they kind of factor that into where a man could do it. Say Wemby is banged up all year, and Chet kind of remains the same. Mobley doesn't show great improvements. He certainly could jump in there, so I don't think he's out of it completely, but he's got to be that guy, that kind of Marcus Smart level defender.
no, for sure. Let's see Chet right now. I mean, Chet's numbers aren't all that. A block, 1.3 blocks and 0.6 steals.
Yeah, I think
So
part of it's just that their team is so dominant that he's
yeah,
getting roped into that as their best defender. I mean, arguably
yeah,
they've got a ton of good defenders.
yeah. Everybody on their team's a good defender.
Yeah, geez.
Even Shea, who's like the worst on the floor at any time, is still
Yeah,
better than any half the team. Yeah, half the team's best defenders. Like
exactly. Yeah,
it's crazy. Um, but yeah, so I think by the end of the year, Wemby wins it. I don't unless he's hurt for a lot of the season.
yeah,
If he's hurt, then I can imagine if Dyson keeps up the 3 steals a game, he could sneak in there, but it'll probably go to one of these bigs.
yeah. Well, just Dyson didn't win it last year, and I feel like he's essentially giving you what he gave you last year, which is great. But I don't know how they would choose to reward that unless he does something crazy. But it's tough. It's tough for guards. I
It really
was
is.
Smart was kind of the exception.
Right. Moving on to Sixth Man of the Year, we have Jaime Jaquez, AJ Mitchell, I guess is how.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Uh, I guess the DeAndre Hunter, Anthony Simons, and Nas Reed.
Yeah, I think some of that list may be changed after this next week because it's.
I absolutely think it will be changed.
Yeah, I was a little surprised with those odds. I don't think they've updated them too much in the last couple weeks, but
Yeah, I couldn't believe Anthony Simons was on this list.
yeah, I
He's
mean,
not playing well.
there's not a lot of great options in their
Yeah,
defense, but clearly Simons is not playing great, and I mean Nas Reed hasn't really done what we thought he would either.
unless he plays Dallas
True, yeah,
and kills
Mavs
us.
killer, yeah. But
Um,
I think AJ Mitchell has been pretty interesting.
I think Jaime Jaquez is the guy for this one. And then I'm interested to see if PJ Washington for the Mavs gets moved down to the bench because that's kind of where he started the season. If Kyrie comes back or Anthony Davis comes back and they
Hmm.
abandon this big lineup that they did it before and they move PJ, I think PJ has a really good chance to jump in this list and could win it because I mean he's playing great. I mean he's the best player on the Mavs right now for sure. I mean playing, but yeah, I think he has a chance, kind of off the list kind of
Hmm.
guy. But I think Jaime Jaquez it's his to win right now.
I agree. I don't know if I don't have a lot of other names to add to the pot.
Yeah,
I think AJ's playing really well for the Thunder, but they have a couple other options that could easily be, mixed in, Cason Wallace and maybe
Caruso.
Caruso, Isaiah Joe, all these guys that they just throw in there. So maybe his production will dip a little bit. I think the Sixers might have a couple, depending on how their lineup comes together as these guys get healthy. Because I mean, VJ could easily slide into a 6-man, or maybe you've got Grimes, or you know, it really just
I
depends how
thought
they use that.
I thought Dylan Harper could have a chance at this
Yeah.
if he plays well. But him or maybe Vassell, whoever they move to the bench or whatever, like however they run their lineup, then maybe Vassell has a good chance just because he's such a microwave scorer that like
Mm-hmm.
his numbers could look really good coming off a second unit.
Mm-hmm.
So those kind of guys where I was like maybe they could sneak in, but
Yeah. I would have said I think my pick beginning of the year was Malik Monk, but
yeah,
man, the Kings just look like
they just suck.
oh man, they're so bad.
I
They
just
do.
can't. We talk about this every week, and well, I talk about with some friends of mine
Yeah.
that I play with, and it's just like, how do you have 20 to 25 point scores on this team, and you can't do anything? You
Yeah.
can't do anything in that team.
Yeah, they just don't work well together. I actually was
It's a
talking
mess.
to Spencer on the way home about how bad the Kings are.
Oh yeah,
Just can't travel without talking about the bad Kings.
it's so bad, man. It just doesn't make any sense. It's
Yeah.
like, what are they doing up there?
I mean, when you got a
Um,
jersey that says Sacktown on the front of it, you're bound for bad things. It's not great.
if we have time, I want to talk at the end of this. I want to talk about some of the city edition jerseys. Have you seen
God,
any of them?
yeah.
They're atrocious.
They just get
Anyway,
worse and worse, man.
yeah. So most improved player we have Duran, Giddy, Avdia, Amin, and Rollins. Which Amin, I don't think he's good, but I I wanted to see him shoot better. I think that would have been like the big like if he was going to win most improved, it
You
would have been
want it, or
shooting.
you still want? Because I still
Well,
want.
I still want him to shoot better, but
Yeah,
I just think that his shooting is not good, and that's the skill he
yeah,
needed to improve on.
I agree. Yeah, he's giving you what you kind of expected in the other areas, but yeah, if he's going to win the award, I think there's a narrative that they want him to be that. They want him to fit that player, which he can. But like you said, unless he's
Can
shooting better, I don't think he's going to win that. I do think Duran currently is just running away with it.
he's nuts. I mean, him and Cade's chemistry is off the charts.
Yeah.
He's good. Avdia's been playing at potentially all-star level.
Hmm.
So I do like that aspect. If one of them sneaks into, I don't think maybe Giddy gets to All Star level in the East.
Yeah.
But if Avdia can sneak into an All Star game,
Hmm.
especially for the West,
Yeah.
and not for the stupid like world team
I mean,
thing,
he's going to
like
make the world team.
yeah, he'll make the world team, which is just like okay, do you count that as an All Star? I'm curious on how they're going to do that, but
Yeah.
I think that could open some eyes to voters, but.
Hmm.
If Duran keeps up this pace of 2020s every
Yeah,
some
jeez.
nights, like it's all his to win.
He's like Dwight Howard mixed with Kevin Love,
Yeah, yeah,
except
but he
well,
can't shoot.
he can't shoot. Yeah, he's not really Kevin Love esque, but just the numbers he's putting up reminds me of Kevin Love back in those days.
Yeah, yeah, his Minnesota days
Yeah, before he was actually shooting outside for the most part. I
yeah,
mean, he did a little bit, but
when he was getting
he was
30.
just backing you
And
down and dropping it on you.
I want to say there was a game where he almost had like 30 rebounds.
Yeah,
So like yeah, something like that.
yeah,
Where
he
he
was
can
just going crazy.
oof, crazy. Anyway, but yeah, so I think that's Duran's to take for sure.
Yeah, unless he slows down, which he may a little bit, but I don't know if anybody else is going to be able to. It depends on what sort of narrative I think at the end of the year that people are looking for, like the good player that became great or the okay player that became better than he was.
Yeah, and it's so hard. And we didn't even talk about the last guy, Rollins, on this team, which he's the guy that's just like all these players were good last year.
Yeah,
Rollins was not even in the rotation until the end of the year, and then he comes in
yeah,
and is now their second best player. So he's kind of like fits that mold. There's like a
exactly.
mold from every person here. It's like Duran, Giddy, Avdia all took the next step up. Amin, they want him to take the next step up. He was projected to be almost all star level,
Yeah,
but he just hasn't. He's just kind of the same player as he was last year. And then Rollins is the guy who just like who knew?
yeah, yeah, exactly. Although I think if you really thought about it, I think Jordan Poole will make a case for himself to win this award.
He'll make a case for him to win the MVP.
Absolutely, yeah. Maybe Kyle Kuzma, him and the future MVP.
Those guys,
Yeah.
tough.
No, but pretty solid
Um,
list altogether. All those players, I'm like, yeah, they're playing worth that award.
for sure, for sure. And there's a lot of flexibility in it too. So
Hmm.
like, who knows what'll
Yeah,
go.
it's always one of my favorites to watch, other than the 6-man.
Yeah, yeah, it's always funny. Yeah, it's fun to watch. I'm curious to see also if players that like get traded at the deadline or something, if they
Mm-hmm.
start to really explode on a new team, do they get push for that?
Mm-hmm.
It's always interesting because there's no criteria to it. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy just played well this year and didn't play as well last year, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, cool.
But I like that there's so many people that you can kind of give the award to if you really
Hmm.
wanted to. There's not always, a clear favorite. Sometimes there is, but other than, MVP, it's always like, well, it's either, Jokic or Giannis or, Luca. Like there's very few names there's not a lot of debate for the most part. It's usually
Yeah,
cut and dry. So I like the
for
ones
sure.
that have a little bit more to contribute.
Yep, yep, I totally agree. Um, so we'll move on to our next segment, ballers and fallers. Bring it
Oh,
back.
our favorite segment.
Our favorite, the classic. You want to start with the good or the bad?
Oof. Well, we usually talk about winners first on the show.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
but let's switch it up. And today we'll talk about
Oh,
Jordan Poole. I mean, the Fallers. No, he's not on the list. I just have a
yeah.
vendetta against him.
Yeah, I'll start off. I'll start off with a guy on my list. Just played my favorite team. Plays for Portland. Jeremy Grant, who I often have on my fantasy team.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
glad. I'm glad I did not get him this
You
year.
finally listened to
Um,
me. This is
yes,
great.
thank God.
Progress.
I should do that more.
No,
Um,
probably not.
Basically down on every category except for like efficiency. So like his field goal percentage is good. His free throw percentage is good.
Which
Three
is
point
so
percentage
weird.
good.
It's so
But
weird.
like points are down. Oh, points are I guess up a little bit, but
Yeah, just barely.
just yeah, every other the stats that he should be good at, he's not. He's
Yeah,
not like his defensive stats are terrible, and
yeah,
that's what he made his name on.
right. I mean, it was
And,
like scoring, and he was 3-and-D to a T.
yeah, yeah, and he's just not doing any of that. And I think he's just being surpassed by Denny and Shaden Sharp. I think those two are just the team is theirs, and they're just holding him hostage almost. Like,
Yeah.
well, we'll keep him. He's a good player. Somebody will trade for him eventually, so we'll just keep giving him these contracts. And then nobody wants to trade for him.
No.
So like, it's just not working out for their strategy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think what's going to happen is he's either the Blazers are going to figure something out and they're going to win some more games and make a push for the playoff, kind of like last year, and then they'll fall short. Or if they actually do make it towards the playoffs, then you'll probably see Grant contribute a little bit more towards the end of the year. But I feel like they're going to probably fall off a little bit as the year goes on, and then you're not going to see him after March 1st as per usual.
But what do you are they trading him? Or is he just gonna get hurt and then they're gonna say like, oh, he's got a bad ankle, so he doesn't play? Or
That's what I'm thinking. I mean,
yeah,
he's already sitting games due to illness and, this and that. So I don't see, unless they're really competing, because I do think he adds an element to their team that they need. They need some people to score, especially with some of their players out right now. They're kind of pretty banged up. I mean, Drew and Scoot's still out, and
Scoot.
we'll see if Klingon could stay healthy. So it's
But even Klingon's not a. Somebody said was it slightly biased? Said this other day that Klingon like 40 to 50% of his shots are threes, maybe more,
really,
and he's like a 17% 3 point shooter.
I mean, well,
It's like
because
this
he can't
dude
finish
is
at the rim. So
the biggest guy on in the almost in the NBA,
yeah,
and he's shooting over 50% of his shots from the three. That's
yeah, because
insane.
he can't finish at the rim. It's crazy. I'm like, you're just drop it in, but he doesn't know how to do it.
No,
I'm like,
no,
he gets you 6 points, but he'll get you like 15 rebounds and 4 blocks. I'm like,
yeah.
just like make 2 more shots. Give me that double double. It's not that hard.
But I think he also is in the he's a big man that needs a point guard, and they haven't ever had one.
Well,
So
yeah,
during his tenure,
they're still
um,
searching.
so we'll see. I mean, I don't think Lillard comes back this year, but if he does, then maybe that impacts his stuff. But anyway, he's not on the list, so we'll just stick with Grant.
Yeah,
He's just been playing bad, and I just think that um, I'm probably dropping to move on to something else.
yeah,
I mean, you could find 20 high 20s
yeah, for sure.
somewhere.
Yeah, until he shows, that he's capable of doing more, I would drop him for sure. Who's
What
next?
about you? Oh, and who's next on this list? We got Malik Monk.
Oh yeah,
We talked about him a little bit.
we did. Yeah,
I expected a lot more from him. I expected him to be the starting point guard for this team, if not
Yeah.
come off the bench and be like a flamethrower type. And he's not doing any of that. He's
Yeah.
just not. He's not shooting it. He's not scoring. And what else? He's not a defensive guy, so he's not going to get you any defensive stats.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you're wanting him to get assists and points, and that's what he did last year. But
Yep.
he's not doing it this year.
Yeah. That's why I kept trying to trade for him with you because I'm like, man,
Should have.
he's gonna have opportunity. There's nobody in his way as much this year. Of course, Russell Westbrook comes in, and then
Oh,
I mean, it's not
that
even
guy.
so much that he's taken a lot of his minutes. It's just it's he's not getting the usage. He's not shooting as much. I mean, he's
Right.
down like 3 minutes a
Yeah.
game, but he's not shooting enough to where he's able to get his value with points, and he's not getting the ball enough to get assists. So
Yeah.
his value is just not there.
Only two threes a game,
Yeah,
and then he's shooting 90% from the free throw line, but he only gets one a
yeah.
game to two.
So like, clearly he's
So
not getting to the line either. So like, it's just
and
not using the ball.
he's an explosive guy, and I think a lot of it may come from he played really well next to De'Aaron Fox.
Hmm.
It's an attention thing. So like if he plays
Yeah,
next to another guard that can take the attention away from him, which Levine and DeRozan should be doing that, but
yeah,
I just don't think people take this team serious. So
yeah. Which I mean ties into Levine, who's another guy on our list.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, similar story to Monk, right? In that he's not. I mean, his usage is much lower than it was last year. Uh, but what I don't understand, and you may have some more insight on Levine, but he's shooting like almost 50% from three. He's like
yeah,
in the high 40s, right?
yeah. 542 right now.
Yeah. Like, why is he not shooting the ball more?
I
Like,
don't
he's
know.
just
And
flame throwing out there when he shoots, but
he's
he's not
making
shooting.
he's making three a game, which is good. But I mean, which is okay. But yeah, I think this team is just so focused around Sabonis and DeRozan that he's just catch and shoot when he shoots his threes, and they're just not. And those two aren't. I say this like Sabonis is a good playmaker for center, but he's not going to be a playmaker like Jokic is or anything
Yeah,
like that. Like
sure.
it's not his game to find people in getting them in their spots.
Right.
So I just don't think that he's benefiting from this roster makeup at all.
Yeah. I mean, clearly they've gotten some guys like Levine and DeRozan are both kind of usage dependent volume
Hmm.
scorers that I mean Levine's more of a 3-point shooter than DeRozan is for sure, but they got to have the ball and unfortunately so does Monk and so does Westbrook and Sabonis does too, and it's just not they got to do something because it's clearly not working.
No, it's not. It's just one of those teams that just always baffles me. Like
Yeah.
they were good 2 years ago, and then they trade Fox, and for
Hmm.
some reason, and I guess
Yeah.
he asked out, right? So
Essentially, yeah, but I mean they
I
gave up
just
Halliburton because they wanted to keep Fox and then it was, oh no, Fox got to go too. So they've
yeah,
tried to make it work as I wouldn't say as best as they can. I think just as much as the cards played out for them, but I think they just made some bad moves and they're kind of paying the price this year.
yeah, for sure. I mean, when you take Marvin Bagley over Luca, the
Yeah,
franchise is cursed.
yeah. There's I forget who it is, some podcaster or somebody that's they never let Marvin Bagley go. Like that's their brunt of every joke.
Yeah, he's a decent player too. So, anyways,
I know he's okay, but to this day, one of my buddies I play in a league with, his name every year is Trash Bagley the Third. It's pretty good.
that's crazy. Moving down the list, we have next Jarrett Allen, another guy I usually take on my team who I do like, but I think this team, that Cleveland's just kind of semi moving on from him. 25 minutes a game, where
Yeah.
he should be getting 30 plus, what he has in the past.
Hmm.
And I think he had an injury to kind of start the year.
He did a
I'm not
little
quite
bit.
sure,
It wasn't
but
anything major, but I think enough to get him out of rhythm, and maybe his minutes will pick back up. But like you said, it doesn't seem like they're utilizing him as much.
they're just not. I don't know. I mean, he's averaging more points. I mean, 15 points a game. Um, I just don't know why his numbers are down per se. I know why his numbers are down. Point 0.9 blocks,
Yeah,
and this guy is a shot blocker, one of the
yeah,
best in the NBA. And so
right.
And if he's getting his 2 blocks a game, then his numbers are probably way better.
Yeah, I think blocks and rebounds because rebounds have been down too, and
Yeah,
I
rebounds.
haven't watched too many of the Cavs games so far this year to see where they're putting him on the floor. But and obviously he's not really shooting threes at all. But if they're moving him out to where he's not in the paint as much, either on defense or offense,
Yeah, I think their offense is centered around pick and rolls with not Marvin
Mobley,
Bagley, with Mobley, with Mobley
yeah,
and Mitchell. So I think that Allen is just like a dunker spot on the weak side, and if he gets a lob, he gets a lob. Gets put back, he gets put back. But he really does finish well. Like if you can catch him on a roll, he
hmm
finishes really well. He's just not, I think they're just moving towards the Bagley. I mean,
yeah,
dang it, the Mobley side of things.
it's catchy. I mean,
That's getting me.
yeah, he's kind of becoming like Clint Capella to me as he gets older, where he's
Uh,
like great with the pick and roll. He's not going to shoot the ball at all. He's just going to put it in the cup when you give it to him, and his blocks are slowly declining, kind of like Capella's. So that's kind
but
of
they
what I'm seeing.
shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, like his blocks, it should be. That's the one consistent thing. It should be there.
Yeah, I'm wondering
It's
if
just not.
Mobley's taking a little bit more of that on than
Oh, that's
Allen's
true.
used to. So it could be
Yeah,
partially that too, but definitely on
yeah.
the decline. It seems.
No, for sure. Um, I think the next guy is your guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaron Jackson Jr.
Oh God.
Triple J.
Oh God. Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with him.
I don't
35
know.
minutes a game, but still down across the board. I mean, the only thing he's up on is all his percentages, but
It makes me
I
feel so miserable.
I don't know because like I think it all has a lot to do with the way he shoots,
hmm
his like form. He
Yeah.
can't get it off over anybody
No.
because he has to be wide open, and then he can shoot the ball because the way he shoots is just not. It doesn't help his like driving. He's not gonna do mid range jumpers. He's not gonna
Yeah.
take anything like that. So it's like at the basket, wide open threes. That's
hmm
it.
Yeah. Pretty much. And I think it's kind of a combination of things. I think that's partly the coach that he clearly doesn't want to play hard.
No,
He's not really trying. Like, and he's still putting up okay numbers. It's not horrible, but it's not what you'd expect, especially coming off where you trade Bane away and
yeah,
Jaws banged up. So like, this should be your number one guy. He should be getting everything, and
yeah,
it just doesn't seem like he wants to play hard at all. I mean, his blocks especially are being impacted, which is kind of what he's known for, and he's just not. It doesn't seem like he's hustling to get there in time. He's just out there to make his money and hopefully get traded, is what it seems like. So
yeah. It seems like him and Ja are in the same boat.
yeah,
They just don't want to be there, and
yeah,
he's more attractive than Ja is, as far as like to other teams. So maybe he gets on another team and plays better. I don't know. I mean, 22 and what? Oh no, wait, hold on. 18 and a block and a half, and
yeah. I
you're
mean,
still
again, it's not bad, but
and you I don't know where, and he's never been a good rebounder. Let's just say that.
no, yeah, he's not going to get you 10. He'll get you like 7 or 8. But
Right. At the highest. I mean, he's hovering around 5, and that's kind of where he was projected for the season. No steals. Just not getting any steals right now. And he usually gets 1 to 2 steals a game. So that's tough. But like projected 40.3 fantasy points per game,
he's
and he's
like
only
at
getting you
29.
29.
Yeah,
I mean, I just don't.
it's rough right now over in my camp. I took him at like 38. I could have
Yeah.
taken,
So
maybe
many.
so many other guys that you name it is
I
better.
don't know. I don't even know if was Maxi off the board at that point. I don't know.
Yeah, he was. He was going around where Chet was, and
Uh,
uh, like right after Cooper Flag, and like any of those guys would be so much better than him.
right. Right. Yeah, it's hard. This is a hard one, but the last guy on this list is somebody who I've been waiting to have a bad season, but for whatever reason doesn't ever have bad seasons. It seems. Drummond Green. He's kind of always been this guy who hovers around triple doubles, and I think that's what he benefits off of. Is that every once in a
hmm
while he does get the triple double,
hmm
and that's where fantasy managers will get points from him and what they wait for. But this year he's not getting them.
Well, yeah, he's not getting them, and he's also shooting horribly.
Oh, horrendous.
Like yeah, he's never averaged much more than 10 points, usually 10 to 15 in that range. But he's shooting terribly to start the year, and I mean, if you're ever getting compared to Angel Reese, you're not in a good spot with your shooting numbers. So just a top tier trash talk, honestly.
Oof. His and his defensive stats aren't great. I mean, point
Yeah,
0.7 blocks and point 0.8 steals, which those two should be almost two each. But you expect it. I mean, he's in his I think probably mid to upper 30s.
I think he's 36.
So like his athleticism was never like he's never leaping out of the gym.
No,
So once you lose a step there, then it's like okay, well people are gonna start going over you.
yeah. I mean,
And
when you have him on your team, some people say you always have a puncher's chance, but
yeah,
I think it's just
Jordan Poole said that.
exactly. I think it's mostly the efficiency that's killing him so far this year. Is that if he's not making his shots, he's not getting his points either. He's still getting some rebounds, some assists, but slight number reduction in that is okay. But if it's across the board, just slight reduction, and then you have no points, and you're losing points based off your efficiency too, your
Yeah,
value's mostly gone.
no, for sure, I totally agree. Um, but that wraps it up for fallers. Now we can go on to a little bit of a more
Yeah,
positive
yeah. Thank God
note.
I was getting depressed.
The first guy on this list, I was hesitant to put on it just because he's a superstar, so you expect
Yeah.
these numbers from him. But lately, he's been just absolutely killing it. It's James Harden
Mm-hmm.
for the Clippers. I mean, he is just no fantasy manager is getting rid of him. But if you can package something to get him, he's playing awesome, especially since Kawhi's been out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that could be part of it. The why
For
he's
sure.
popping off so much is just the opportunities there. But to your point too, like we could put Jokic on the list every single
Yeah.
week. Like
Right.
you're
Right.
gonna have, but he's
Wimby and
especially
all these guys.
yeah, he's especially standing out with what he's been doing for his team. Uh, which, like you said, nothing's. I don't think anything's really substantially up. All of his numbers across the board are pretty consistent. Assists are about the same. Rebounds. It's really just the points. I think that he's about 4 points above what he should be or hovering at, and I think it's just the 3 pointers going in for him a little bit more than it usually does.
I mean, this last stretch here is insane. Since November 10th, he had 72 fantasy points.
Mm-hmm.
Then he has 40. Then he has 87 against Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
He has 60 against Boston, and then 48. And even then, he started off the season. I mean, the 56 and 51 and
Mm-hmm.
45. Like he's just his efficiency is good, and his ability to get to the free throw line is insane.
Yeah, that's
It's
also
just
carrying him. He's up about a whole free throw each game, and that adds up for him when he's getting the volume that he is.
absolutely shooting 92% from the free throw line and 37% from three. I mean, oof. And he's averaging almost 9 assists a game.
Mm-hmm.
And his rebounds are higher than I guess they're not higher than they usually are, but 6.3. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, hey, it's just he's just timeless. I don't know, like
Yeah, I mean he's 36 as well, so he's should be slowing down a little bit, but I mean they're utilizing him so heavily that it's
it's
keeping
his
his value up.
strength. His strength is he's so strong, and as soon as he gets a step on you,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing you can do other than try to slow him down with a hand. And as
Yeah,
soon as you put a hand on him, he's getting to the free throw line. I mean, there's
yeah,
just no. He's built that reputation, and I
yeah,
guess he's earned it.
yeah,
Um, he just gets to the free throw line whenever he wants to.
yeah.
If he
Because
wants to average 20 free throws a game, he could.
yeah, and some games he's getting close to that,
Yeah,
so it happens. But because if you don't get the foul on the guard, putting his arm on him, it's the center coming down to try and block him and
yeah,
landing on top of him.
yeah. I don't understand how he does it. Honestly, he's the best at getting the free throw line I think I've ever seen. Him and I mean Shea's good too, but
Yeah,
he's
Harden's just
always been.
established at it. He's had 14 years of it to where he's got to be the best.
His days in Houston were nuts. How
Yeah,
we get to the free throw line.
God, yeah, it's tough to watch some games because you're just like, as a non-Houston fan at least.
Yeah, I mean he's averaging 7 free throws made a game,
Yeah,
and
made
so
and
yeah,
8 a
so he's
game.
attempting. Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's nuts. But yeah, across the board, he is surpassing even the high expectation that he had.
Yeah. So
So
you'd be pretty pleased, especially because most people are taking him in the second round. He's certainly performing as a first round talent so far. So
for sure, for sure. Um, Next on our list is Denny Avdia, your guy. You love
Oh,
Denny.
I
You
love
you
Denny.
loved him. You loved him at the beginning
Yeah,
before the season started.
I love when they drafted him. I was like, oh, sweet. Next Luca. No,
Oh
but
yeah,
no, he profiles as an interesting player because he's not like the most athletic and he's not fast or great jumper or shooter or anything, but he's just a solid player, like a guy that you'd want on your team. I think because he contributes in every category and he's seems to be in the right spot as much as he can be for not being super athletic.
for sure. It's just one of those guys that, yeah, like you said, he's in the right spot at the right time, and it's hard to describe him other than like you just don't expect it, and then like you'll just get to the end of the game, and he's got 25 and
Hmm.
like 6 rebounds and 6 assists, and you're like, what did that even come from? Like, I don't know. And he provides you nothing on defense, stats wise.
Yeah.
He's okay, but um, for a guy for a team that doesn't have any point guard,
Hmm.
I mean they have Drew, but even Drew's a little older on the end of his career. Um, he's filling in nicely.
Hmm.
Better than I thought he would. I thought he would have a lot of turnovers and stuff. Which, let's see, what is he averaging? He's averaging, well, I guess he's averaging 3.5 turnovers a game. So
Yeah.
that's not great, but it's not bad.
No, I think, and you see it kind of in his numbers across the board. It's mostly he's taken a lot more shots than I
Yeah,
expected him to, and that could be because Grant's not been playing as well, or I mean, Sharp's still taking his shots. Clearly, he
yeah,
just put up
well,
another one right now,
a
but
ton.
uh, so I think part of it's just the volume that he's taken more. He's making about what you'd expect. His shooting numbers, other than free throws, which are quite up, both in attempts and percentage, but. I think it's just that he's taken more than he thought he would.
No, for sure.
But I mean, 9.6 rebounds is that his? No, 6.5. Sorry,
No, yeah,
I was like,
6.4.
I don't think he's got nine, but still, for a small forward, power forward type player, if you're getting 25, 6 and 6 roughly, like that's a pretty good stat line.
Yeah, for sure. And I've been, like I said, very impressed with the way he's played. The way he played against Dallas was really good.
Hmm.
That's kind of that's the first time I really like watched a whole Portland game. Obviously, but yeah, he couldn't miss. He couldn't miss at all.
Yeah,
So
which
I was very impressed.
he's not usually that good of a shooter as what we saw against Dallas, but I think for the year at least he's produced pretty well to where he could certainly keep these numbers up. I mean, they're not super far off his career numbers.
Yeah, right, right. Um, Next on the list is another one of your guys, Jalen
Yes.
Johnson,
Oh, I love Jalen Johnson.
who's, I mean, he's playing at an insane level
Yeah, I mean, he's like
across the board.
all NBA right now, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's probably the best player on the Hawks, even when Trey's there.
But yeah, I think absolutely, at least all around, like, I mean, because he's doing it all. He's almost getting triple doubles. He's shooting much better than he was. He's taking more shots. It's obviously Trey's out, so it's easy to step up in those situations. But I think even when Trey's back, like you said, he's gonna be the new guy.
Yeah, for sure. I think so, and he deserves it. I mean, he's playing great. He's averaging 10 points over
Yeah,
what his fantasy average should be.
yeah,
So that's awesome. Yeah, he's just across the board. I mean, 2 steals a game, 6 assists. His playmaking's been great. Like better than I would have ever expected his playmaking to be.
yeah. And they've needed it with Trey being out, but
Yeah,
I mean, he's shown he can do it, and that's what's key. I mean, it's not like he's taking much more shots than we thought. It's just he's making them, and that he's making more threes. Across the board, he's just showing improvement.
that's another one. Is his 3-point percentage at 38. If he can stay around there, I mean
That
that's
that's
huge,
dangerous. Yeah, that's
huge for him for
for
that team.
oh, absolutely. I mean, for a big guy shooting 38 like that to spread the floor, and I don't think Dirk was shooting 38 from three for his career.
Nah, probably
Well,
not.
probably close, like 36 or something, maybe. But
I, I Dark's the greatest player of all time. Don't quit.
greatest big man shooter of all time.
Oh,
Right.
for sure.
Get out of here,
Cat,
Towns.
cat,
God,
cat.
garbage.
Like I don't know, but anyway, that's oh again, that's another topic for another
Sorry.
day because like oh man, it drives me crazy.
Oh, yeah,
He just wants the attention, but
of
yeah,
course.
just because he's not shooting, Dirk didn't shoot 40 footers That doesn't mean that he's better. You're a better 3-point shooter than he is.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
we'll put that on our shorts later. That's going to do well.
Sure. Yeah. Probably get some reactions from that one. Did you have anything else about Jalen?
No, I mean, he's doing it in less minutes too. I think that's the other part that stuck out to me. It's like, imagine him getting 35, 36 minutes instead of 32. Like
Yeah.
he's putting it together an all NBA season if he keeps it up. And I'm very impressed. I knew he'd be good, but I didn't think he'd be this good.
No, I didn't think so either. Moving on, we'll go to our next guy.
Your guy.
He's probably my favorite player in the league right now, Jimmy Butler. I love Jimmy. Jimmy buckets, man. I think I love him more off the court than I do on the
Oh,
court.
yeah.
His antics are insane, and the fact that he in the bubble he charged like every NBA player like $20 for a cup of coffee is
Yeah.
out of this world. I
Yeah.
just love it. It's like he knows you're all rich. He's like,
Uh-huh.
I know what you make.
Yep.
So it's just
And,
but he's been playing really good this year. He started slow,
mm-hmm.
but he's built himself back up to what what he does in the regular season. He's not playing like his playoff Jimmy level, but
Yeah.
for a guy that is, I mean, he's averaging more fantasy points than projected,
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of producing at all levels. Let's see, he's a little down on his assists usually, but not by much. I mean,
Yeah.
like by less than 1 point. So
Yeah. I mean, I think what I found in looking at his numbers is that he's just shooting more efficiently, and that's elevated everything. Because, like you said, across the board, most of his stats are within decimals, but his free throw percentage, his field goal percentage, and his 3-pointers made, they're all up.
I mean, 7% from three
Yeah, that's
from Jimmy.
that's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
He's what is he, 35 career?
Career 33, I think.
33. Yeah, like it's not going to hold, but at the same time, you got to respect the last couple weeks what he's been doing. And I mean, who's to say a full season in Golden State that seems to fix a lot of people shooting for whatever
Yeah,
reason, because they got so many other mouths to worry about.
the water.
Yeah,
The water
it's
up
gotta
there
be.
is just like, I don't know.
Man,
But
that
yeah,
Oakland water, delicious.
you get around Steph Curry and all of a sudden
Yeah,
just osmosis takes over.
yeah,
But yeah, he's playing great. His efficiency is great. I'm interested to see if he keeps up his level of play.
hmm
I think that all depends on the team success. If they're
yeah,
playing really, I think it's kind of hard because like with Jimmy, if they're playing really well, then he takes a step back,
hmm
which is odd. But like if they're playing bad, then he'll take his step forward. It's kind of weird how he does
yeah.
this, the way
Or
he
just,
plays.
I mean, Steph's been out some games as well, so I
Yeah,
think he's taken on more of that. But I mean, with Draymond struggling as well, he's really had to be the guy that's put it together, and he's shown up.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they really tried I think the slow start at the beginning of the year was them trying to say like, can Kaminga and Moody and Pajimski can they kind of shoulder a little bit of the load
Yeah, can they do
rather than
anything?
these? Can they do anything? But like, yeah, can they shoulder it? And then they proved that they can't. So they just said, all right, forget it. We're going back to Jimmy and Steph, and then y'all just do whatever y'all want to.
Yeah, which is not much right now.
It's just not much. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Going down the list, we have De'Aaron Fox,
Yeah, finally
who's
back and
finally
healthy, and
back,
he's looking
and he's
good.
playing great. I mean, he came back and he had like one game that was like kind of suspect. His first one back, which is,
Yeah,
I mean,
to
you
be
predict that.
expected. Yeah,
Yeah, so he comes back, and I mean, even then, it was 34, 31, 24. So
hmm
that was his third game back. And then he goes 53, 51, and then 38.
yeah. I think
Pretty good.
I think he's just a little rusty, which is to be expected. But I mean,
Yeah.
and I don't even think he's reached what he could be. I mean, they really needed him back, obviously, with all these injuries, so he's
Oh,
going
for
to
sure.
shoulder a pretty heavy load. But I mean, he's not scoring as much as he usually does. His free throws are way down. I don't think he's really getting to the line, half as much as what he usually will. Shooting better from the line, which is good. But I think he's going to need to go into attack mode even more these next couple weeks. And I think we kind of missed the buy low on him. I mean, we noted it a couple episodes ago, so I don't think we missed it as much as you may have missed it trying to pick him up.
Yeah.
Uh, but he's not shooting as much as they'll probably need him to either. So I
If he
think,
can if he can stay in the 30, like high 30s
hmm
percentage wise from three, which I don't think he will because he's not a catch and shoot point
yeah,
guard like 3-pointer, so he's off the dribble. And those point guards tend to, even if they're great shooters, they tend to just not have the best percentages.
yeah,
Let me look at Trey Young. Trey Young is a perfect example of this. Of like
yeah,
by all accounts, he's a good shooter, and he's one of the best. But like his percentages are always 32, 33%, just
hmm
because of the type of shots he's taking.
yeah,
And Fox falls into that.
yeah. He's never been the best shooter in the world. I mean, 47 field goal is not the best, but like you said, if he hovers around 37 like he is now from three, that's certainly serviceable. I think it'll be tougher to be as efficient as he is with taking on, essentially the same type of role as he did with Sacramento. Maybe a little bit more with Wimby's out, but uh, I mean, he's been playing great since he came back. Not necessarily blowing you out of the water, but at least I think for our purposes, he's been balling with what you'd expect coming off an injury.
For sure. And then you're getting into these games where you're without Wimby,
hmm
so you expect him to go up more. But even when I think he did play a couple games with Wimby, and I think he had 10 assists and 11 assists. So
hmm
like,
Yeah,
I mean, his numbers are just going to be good because
yeah,
of who he's playing with, and then when he's not playing with him, his points will go up.
yeah, yeah. So I think it was a good sign on their part. Obviously, I hope Wemby comes back so he can maximize that potential. But at least in the interim, he's going to have a lot of opportunity to show exactly why they brought him in.
For sure, for sure. Going on to our last guy here. You fought for him to be on this list.
That's true. Yeah. Well, we can talk about your guy too. Uh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My honorable mention guy.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
We'll go with Onyeka Okongwu.
I mean, he has to be on this list with some of these monster games.
Yeah, yeah. He's been playing great.
Yeah. I mean, he missed a game or two recently just because he was banged up a little bit, but I mean, he's playing about the same amount as you would expect, but he's taking more shots and he's not been efficient with them, but he's getting to the line more. I think crucially is that he's actually taking a lot more threes now, which he didn't used to do. I mean, especially when Capella was there, but now that Capella's not, he's facing the floor a little bit, which I think is really helping Jalen quite a bit.
For
Because
sure. 40%.
yeah, it's hovering like 39, and his rebounds are down a little bit, blocks, everything else about the same. But I think it's just the volume that he's getting and the style of play that I think really has meshed well for the Hawks as a whole. That's allowed Jalen to thrive.
Yeah. I mean, he's a smaller center, so like he's averaging 1.1 block.
hmm
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean that's
6'10" center. I mean, you're not gonna.
a steal on the block is good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're not expecting him to move mountains on the defensive end. You expect him just to be there. Um, but yeah, if his rebounding can be a little bit up, last year he averaged 8.9 rebounds. Right
hmm
now he's averaging 7.4. So if he can get that up to back to where it was, where he's getting nine rebounds a game,
hmm
that'll only make him better. But like,
Yeah,
he started off well, and it kind of makes a case for what they do with their center position. Like, are they gonna stick
hmm
with KP, or are they what they're doing there?
yeah. I think they need that player to stretch the floor to really make their guys thrive. And I mean, if you're making an extra 3-pointer a little bit over that each game, like that's doubling, tripling your value right there. So that's
Yeah, for sure.
that's that's really important. But let's talk about your guy. Obviously, he's been incredible.
Yeah, Dennis. I think his name is. I think that's how you pronounce it.
D nice,
D Nice
D nuts.
Jenkins. Yeah, my guy. I picked him up. He was. I think he's owned in like 3% of leagues or something like that. Maybe more
Yeah,
now, but like when I picked him up, he was like 3% of leagues owned. He benefited a ton from
yeah,
Kate Cunningham being out. But so I was interested to see, like, especially on Monday,
yeah.
how he played. Um, he is just a connector guy, and he
hmm
scores well and stuff, and he shoots well, 44% from three, and he's 50% from the field, which is pretty good for point guard.
hmm
But it's the simple plays that he makes. Like, he catches the ball he could easily shoot a three
hmm
wide open. Somebody's kind of closing out on him, but he just makes like an easy pass to the corner for Duncan Robinson to shoot a wide open three.
hmm
And so players like that, I'm always very impressed with, and they tend to produce well because they're just willing to make the right plays. And that's just what he's doing right now. And I think, and with Cade coming back, I wanted to see how he played,
Mm-hmm.
and he did the same thing. Still
Yeah.
played well. Still played
Yeah.
well. Had 41 fantasy points when Cade came back, and he had 32 yesterday.
Yeah.
So
I think he's going to make a case to stick in the rotation at the very least. Maybe not a
yeah,
starter, but he's going to get the minutes.
I'm interested to see if when Ivy comes back, if he still sticks to that, because I think they really just because of where they drafted Ivy and how they really want him to be their next like backup kind of ball handler guard. So
Yeah.
hopefully this guy can stick, but I think when Ivy comes back, it'll kind of taper
Yeah.
off a little bit,
I
especially
agree.
minutes per game. He's averaging, I mean, the last 5 games, I think he's averaging
Mid 30s.
yeah, mid 30s, like
Yeah.
36 or so. So
Yeah.
like that'll go down for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But do you remember a guy named Marcus Sasser?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, the Pistons don't. So I think, at least in that case, they'll have an opportunity at the very least.
something.
Because,
But
I mean, Tobias and Asar seem to always be kind of beat up to where they're going to mix and match a little bit. He's not the forward spot, but they may shake up their lineup here and there to find ways to get him in if he keeps producing like that.
oh yeah, I mean, just guys like that tend to stick. And if you're going to shoot 45% from three, I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to be on the floor for
Yeah.
sure.
He
And I
should
mean,
be.
45 and 4 assists, 11
Mm-hmm.
points. I mean, 45 from three. You got 4 assists and 11 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm taking that every day.
That's absolutely off the bench type player. Bring him in.
Right. And you should, if you're not streaming him and he's available, like I said, I think he's only picked up in about 3 to 10% of leagues. So
Yeah.
like,
I mean, you can get
lock in
another
on
couple solid weeks from him. I don't think Ivy's due back for at least another week. So,
nah, not till after Thanksgiving for sure.
yeah. So I'd just ride it out while he can. He doesn't play till Saturday, but, ride him while he's hot.
Exactly, for sure. Well, I think that does it for another episode of Full Court Press. We thank y'all for sticking around. We love that y'all are here.
9 episodes.
Please, yeah, 9 episodes, almost to the big 1-0.
I know. People are like, wait, you already did 8? That's crazy. How'd you do that? I'm like, well,
how'd you do that?
we just showed up, started talking,
That's right.
hit
That's
a
all
button.
it takes.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Anybody can do this.
Anybody can do it. That's right. That's right.
Not anybody can do it well. I didn't say that. But
Yeah, there are some people out there with some hot takes, man. They're
yeah,
just tough. But anyway, nonetheless, no, please leave a like, subscribe, comment. Let us know how you feel.
yeah, leave
About
comments.
our
I want the
takes.
comments. I want to hear some
Yeah.
more feedback. We got some good feedback, but we
Yeah,
need some more. Tell us what you
somebody-
want to see.
Somebody tested us on our Derek Queen comments, and we had
Well, we didn't have to do anything. We just had to let them watch Derek Queen, right?
yeah, right, right. So we'll we'll reply to anybody that comments to us. But
Yeah.
we appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Have a good one.